I feel like I'm redefining what's being a sovereign being is for myself. And because I put myself into social situations where speaking is expected, um, not necessary, obviously, you can not speak. It was very satisfying either way. It doesn't matter what the expectation was. I felt very secure in being there and enjoying the communion of all the souls in that particular place. And there was no reason for me to verbally prove myself, introduce myself, impress anyone. Um, I was just there, and it felt really normal. Which my brain was saying it was abnormal, but my body was very comfortable. There was no performance to what I was doing. And I kept checking on that. Am I performing and what am I doing? This was so new. I was weirdly comfortable in doing nothing. There's a huge level of ease in there's no negotiating, there's no bargaining, and I'm more, so I guess part of me is just saying, well, is that relationship? And I've definitely felt in relation to all the humans, actually more humans, because when you're speaking, you're only in relationship with the one person you're speaking to, or two people, or whatever it is. And in that exchange, how much of what you're exchanging is even received? Most people have so much internal dialogue going on that what you're sharing is not heard in the intention of how it is given. So I felt like my presence without the words was more authentic to a version of myself that was sovereign. I was just really owning. Um, I feel like owning's the wrong word. Increasing the embodiment of my soul in my physical reality, and the reason for this, it feels, is for the vitality, health, and expansion of human interaction. And I can see that if we continue and get to this as a group, that would be really interesting to feel that coming from other people. I would one I don't know how that would feel, cuz so at this point it feels like I'm the one doing it, and psychically or heart space psychically reaching to people and feeling connected and joy and um, resonance without words. I would wonder what that feels like to be in a room of that experience with other humans. And yes, I could see that being very expansive because the words would never get in the way anymore. And everything that we've done in our life has nothing to do with our presence at the given moment. So, regardless of whether or not you have advanced education or, all the accolades that we are valuing in our society at this point, you wouldn't be able to bring that to the table. You just would have your presence, and there's more value in the presence of a being than the words. It's very possible that what I am experiencing or interacting with and is part of the next movement. I don't, I feel like there's a certain where my brain is saying you're being very egoic and, watch yourself kind of thing. Like, who do you think you are? But there's such a grounded quality to this. I'm not, it's not a superiority thing. It was just this very strong heart resonance place. And it was very efficient too, because I didn't have to spend time chatting with a million different people. I got there, maybe I stayed an hour. I don't even think I stayed that long. And I felt very connected, enjoyed myself, enjoyed the feelings of the community, and then I left. And I know that my presence was very grounding and, quote unquote helpful, but felt and appreciated. Um, it felt like resonance. And I feel like felt and appreciated are like very superficial words to use for this kind of exchange because this exchange really is beyond the current way. And I'm going to say it's not beyond the current way because this is what's happening with me now. So this is what's being presented now. I feel like there was a certain level of understanding that I have with the wisdom, the inherent value of the human body, the human way, that all wisdom that is here is from Gaia, and all we need do is tap into it through our body, and we will know the things that are necessary for us to know at that given time. There's much knowing out in the world that complicates solution. There's um, a trust and a knowing for the movement of the bodies, all the bodies, the human bodies, the animal bodies, the bird bodies, and fish bodies, and bug bodies, and all the bodies to know their work, to know their job, to know their. And we don't have that. We've lost that along the way somewhere. Remembering the library. Remembering the library. And that's why I don't have any interest whatsoever in taking classes or learning from other people. I feel like there's been a lifetime where I got many certificates that, said I was a teacher or I, now learned this well enough that I could teach other people. I feel like I don't need to have that way anymore. It is a practice in trusting the knowing of my presence and my body. It's all in the body towards the growth or the movement forward. I'm not even sure what any of this means, to tell you the truth. I don't see how it practically applies to the way the world is working. Now, as I am sure of what I'm feeling. I have absolutely no interest in taking classes anymore. And I used to love that. What I want to impart upon others with this knowing I have is to volunteer in a way to receive information from other people is a declaration in saying that you as a human being are lacking something, which is not true. It's another part of the program that needs to be released in order for us to embody the next organization of the body, the next formula. And the end message that is coming through is that there's nothing to do. It's just a being. And there's no right way to do this. It's not wrong. It's a path that we are all on. We're moving towards it, and that's where we're going. And that's it, because that's what humanity was built for. That was how we were built. That's what we were built for. And it has no place in what we've already made in a social structure. Um, It's just outside of it. But it's very supportive uh, of humanity. It just doesn't participate in the same way. I don't know what that means for like higher education or anything, but I feel like that's a misnomer for sure. And that we are all spontaneously capable of aligning with whatever knowledge it is we need at any time in service of humanity. It is what will come through. And the more trust and understanding of the sovereignty that you feel, the more that's available. So it really comes from the feeling and the anchoring of it in the body to access it. That's like the library card. That's what it is. Now I get it. That's the library card. Ah, ah, ah. Now I understand all of this. I get it. It's very interesting feeling in the body.